Hi, my name is Narissa, and I am making this video for me and for you guys if you happen to stumble upon it. I'm making this video, I guess, as a step for my healing and for my coping and just so I can move on with my life. Last night I was just having a tough time and I made a Tumblr post, and I had a few people reach out to me. A few people tell me, that they're going through a similar thing, and that I'm not alone, and that sort of inspired me to make this, just because in such a short amount of time, I was able to already talk to people about what I'm going through or kind of what they're going through, and we were able to help each other. And I think, by making this video, I can help more people, and I guess more importantly myself. So I guess going back to the Tumblr post, it was about my mom, who I lost 2 years ago. So basically this video will be my way of sort of remembering her and telling my story, and a way for me, like I said before, to move on. So I guess starting from how I lost my mom. I guess it starts before I lost her. My mom was a single mom. She was a widow. She lost my father 22 years ago, 23 years ago, and I'm 22, meaning that I did not meet my father. So my mom, at the age of 21, she was 21 at the time, had one kid, my older sister, had another kid on the way, me, and was just recently married to my father, and then lost him pretty quick after. So that already was my mom's first sort of touch of hardship. And because she was so young, I feel like she wasn't able to deal with or properly cope with what she was going through, because she was so young, and she had me, was having me, and had my sister. She just, and was going to school. She really had no time to sort of be with herself, feel the sadness, and what have you. So, like I said, that made my mom who she was, the strong woman she was. And growing up, it was me and my sister, and then my mom had my younger sister, and then it was us four against the world, and that's just how it was for a really long time. And I felt like I was very lucky, very blessed, to have had her for as long as I did. So yeah. Anyway, my mom died October 1st, 2012. The Sunday before, she died on a Monday. The Sunday before, my mom and my sister and I went out for supper, like we usually do Sundays. My family is really big on Sunday dinners. So, yeah, we went out that particular Sunday, and we came home, and my mom, being the young, cool mom, I'm usually able to bug her, but not on that day. She really wasn't feeling well, and so when I went to her room to go grab something from our bathroom, I was trying to bother her, and she was like, "Narissa, like, enough," and I was like, "Okay, like, sorry," and then I didn't think anything of it, and then I went, kissed her on the forehead, and went to bed. I had no idea that would be the last time that I talked to her or spoke to her. The next morning, my grandparents, who we live with, noticed that my mom's car hadn't moved, which is very rare, as my mom used to wake up at 5:45 every morning, go to the gym, come home, make breakfast for us, get ready, and go to work. And at this point, it was maybe 6:30, and I was up because I had to go to the bathroom. So I ran to the bathroom, then ran back, hoping not to get caught by anybody because I wasn't in the mood to talk to anyone. It was Monday morning. No one wanted to do with Mondays. So I went back to bed hoping not to get caught, and I successfully made it back to my bedroom without having to talk to my grandma or anyone else. And then my grandma sort of knocked on my mom's door and was like, Angie, like, why aren't you awake? But then my grandma noticed that the bathroom light was on and figured that my mom was getting ready. My mom was a very private person, like I was saying. And like I said before, if there was something wrong, she wouldn't tell you. And that was just a part of her strength, which obviously was a good and bad thing. So once my grandma saw the light was on, she left. And then about half an hour later, she went back and finally entered the room, only to find my mom dead on the floor. She then began to scream hysterically, and so obviously me being still awake and not being able to fall asleep yet, I stepped outside my bedroom, which was right next door to my mom's, and asked, what's going on? What are you doing? Why are you yelling? It is so early. And she said, your mom's dead. Angie's dead. Angie's dead. And she was in almost a possessed sort of stage, yelling this. And I'm trying to process everything, and I'm sort of zombified because is that a word? Anyway, I couldn't really process what was going on. And, she said, go grab your grandpa. So that's the one thing I knew I could do. So I went downstairs calmly and was like, Grandpa, like, you need to go help upstairs. Apparently my mom's dead. And literally that's what I said. Like, there was no emotion in my voice. It was, apparently my mom's dead. Could you go upstairs and help? Like, not even still, like, it wasn't phasing me yet. And my grandpa said, okay, call 911. So I pick up the phone and I call 911. And all of a sudden, I was hysterical. I said, could you hurry, please? My mom is dead. Could you please send someone? My mom is dead. And, the dispatcher was like, are you sure? Like, is someone in the bedroom? And meanwhile, I just hear yelling in the background. And I say, yes, 1 second. So I give the phone to my grandpa, and I'm like, Grandpa, you have to give her CPR. They're saying give her CPR. Please give her CPR. And he takes the phone, goes upstairs, and attempts to give my mom CPR. Meanwhile, my older sister, calls my aunts and tells them to come over. And my little sister I don't know where she was actually. But anyway, I remember going back into my bedroom and sitting there because I just didn't know what to do quite yet. And the ambulance came, and the medics, I remember hearing their footsteps walk up the stairs, and they said, they went to my mom's bedroom, and I guess they told my grandparents that she was gone. And when I heard them step out of the bedroom, that's when I stepped out of my bedroom, and I asked, is it true? Is my mom dead? And they said yes, that she was cold, and she must had passed closer to when she had slept. So for me, that was huge because I was the last one to see her. And, like I said before, I had no idea that was going to be my last conversation with her. I had no idea that she was that sick. I had no idea that she was going to die. So she had a massive stroke, and then a seizure, and then she collapsed, and while she was having a seizure, she broke her nose on her bed, and that cut off her breathing, and she died a fairly quick death. So once all that happened, my aunts came, we told them the news, and obviously they were hysterical. And then I guess the rest is sort of history. She was gone. So the first year was a blur. I was still going to school, I was still working, I was still going to the usual motions, and I had a lot of help. I had a lot of support, I had a lot of encouragement, I had a lot of just help. And I felt like I was gonna be okay. I was like, alright, like, I got this. Like, it's fine. And as the first year came to an end and the second year started, I guess, it got tougher. It's tougher. It is the second year. It's tougher. I think it's because the blurriness of the first year, or that sort of surrealness, is gone. You realize this is your life, and this is no longer a nightmare that you hope to wake up from. There are times where it just hits me so hard, and it's this overwhelming feeling of loneliness, of a hurt, and most of all of realization that, hey, she's not coming back. She's not coming back. And, you know, it's tough. It sucks. It hurts. More than I ever thought it would. And I was 20 at the time, so I guess you could say I was still a kid. I was the sort of the in-between phase of really becoming an adult and still that little kid, because my mom always took care of us. She made our lunches, she never said no, and so I really wasn't forced to do anything grown up, you could say. And now, reflecting on it, and now, 2 years later, you realize things that you could only hope or wish that you can thank them for, or tell them, like, hey, I get it. Hey, I want to thank you for showing me what true love is, what sacrifice is. Just 5 minutes to tell them that, and to hug them one last time, to kiss them one last time, and to say a proper goodbye. And that is what I've been struggling with, obviously. And it sucks. Obviously it sucks. And moving forward, it's hard. It's hard moving forward, because sometimes I feel guilty. Like, how can you move forward? How can you be happy? How can we do any of these things without your mom? Sometimes I feel like I can't. It's like, I can't do this without you. I can't move on without you. I need you here. I need to call you. I need to talk to you. I need your advice. I need your shoulder. And then other times you feel empowered. You feel like, yes, I can do this. She's gone, but she would want me to move on. She would want me to continue what I'm doing. She'd want me to stay in school. She'd want me to continue working. She would want me to be happy. And that's what you have to hold on to. That's what I try to hold on to. There are days where I can't. There are days where it hurts too bad and I can't. And I know that's okay. I know that there are days where I'm going to be weak. And there are days where I'm going to hurt. And I guess what someone once told me is you have to be there. You have to feel the hurt. One of my favorite human beings said, don't run away from your sadness, but treat it like an old friend. Say, you know what? Hey, you're here. I don't like you. I don't want you to be here, but you're here, so I'm going to deal with you. And that stuck with me for a long time. And that's what I'm doing. I'm embracing my hurt. I'm embracing my pain. And I guess I just want you guys to know, like, it's okay. We're all human. We're all gonna hurt. We're all gonna feel pain. We're all gonna feel loss. And I guess what we have to remember is that we're not actually alone. There are people going through similar things, and you just have to reach out. I know it's tough trying to go to people, especially people who don't know, because I know sometimes I feel awkward going to my friends and talking to them about it because, they don't know what I'm going through, but that shouldn't be a reason why you stop. I have such an amazing support system, and that's why I'm still here. I feel like that's why I'm able to get up every day. That's why I'm me. It's that simple. And I guess for you guys, I hope that you have a good support system. And if you don't, I'm around. And I would love to be there for you guys. Just like, the few of you that were there for me. I feel like a huge lesson from this, a huge lesson, I guess, that we all learn in life is that you let tough times either make or break you, and it's so true. You can it doesn't necessarily define you, but it does in a sense that it's up to you to decide how you cope with it. And the way in which you cope with it is what is going to define you, I think. And I refuse to let this break me. I might have my bad days, and I might greet sadness as an old friend, but it won't stay. And I know that, I'm gonna get through it. And I hope you guys do too. And I hope you guys reach out when you need to. And yeah, I don't know. Sorry for crying and getting super emotional. I didn't expect to get that emotional. But like I said, if you guys ever need someone to talk to, I'm around. And I hope this helps you guys a little bit. But yeah. Thank you for listening. I know this is long. Bye.